Zone said.
All right, Hammer Slam, part 2.
All right, part two. We're gonna start right with Royce.
We're officially recording.
We're
done with Royce. We're done.
We're done.
Moving on. Moving on.
The Royce y'all is respected in part 1.
We're moving on.
Are we all on number 1? Because I'm hungry.
So I didn't do my number 2.
Royce is still number 2. Royce is the god.
I like Royce.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm conflicted.
I'm conflicted. Shit.
So I gave Kendrick the early alley-oop. He's my early number 5.
And then you got buyer's remorse.
For the culture, right. And I got buyer's remorse. Because Odyssey is my man. Terminology is my man.
They should not be above Kendrick, and I love both of them. Right.
And, you know, I got guys like Blue. Shout out to Blue on the West Coast. Yo, he's got great work. Check him out. He shouldn't be top 5, but his shit is sporadic, but he's thorough. He's got that grit. He's got that. He's an artist. He's Q-Tip on the West Coast on some real stuff. T.I. put a lot of great records out in the last 10 years. Fabulous mixtape scene, owned it. I gotta go. So I'm conflicted, man. So Big Crit, Zoe said Crit.
Now, B, before
Crit
you
was my
make the
third.
decision, though, what about J. Cole?
J. Cole's not in my list. I'm sorry. I respect him. He's not on my list. I'm battling between SP, Royce, and Crit. So I got it. You know, somebody has to go. So hard.
SP, Royce, and Big Crit.
Somebody gotta go.
Royce is a beast.
Somebody gotta go. This is hard. Cause I feel like I really feel like Styles has really, he's been the best rapper in the last 5
He
years.
did the album with Burner.
Him and Talib.
Styles
Styles is in. Styles. I'm just gonna say Styles is in.
So take him out the category.
He's on 2. He's number 2 for me. SP definitely could, and here's why he bumps Royce and Crit. Similar to Royce, like he's one of those rappers that he has enough credo to be a top 5 rapper in the 90s. You know what I mean? Or the 2000s or whatever have you. But like SP Styles, I really feel like is better right now. You know, I feel like he's gotten better right now. His album with Talib is phenomenal. His individual projects are incredible. When you said SP, I didn't blink. I didn't flinch one second.
Mm-hmm.
That's my man. I love Styles. I love his growth. He came from a Gangster and a Gentleman to I Shoot You Up records to like I'm Black to I'm Getting Healthy. Like records about like
Juices for Life. Yonkers.
I've
been there. I tasted the juice.
Styles is incredible, man. And Brian's been there.
We both been there.
Styles is incredible. I have to give him credit, and but before I get off this, he is like the epitome of, the street rapper,
hip hop, street,
which is hip hop,
everything.
You know what I mean? Like if you look at where Styles became, like where his beginning, like an Ice Cube, his beginning to where he is now,
streets,
steady evolving, man. And he never forgot about who he is, and he never left
us.
You know what I mean? He's just real, man. He's real. He's what I call a real black person. You know what I mean? Like this is a segue, but this should be like a part of the podcast that we say like real black people or real Puerto Rican people or real Colombian people. Like to me, a real black person is like Mike Tomlin. Like he's like a coach. Like he's gonna speak the good word, but Mike Tomlin's gonna come to the cookout with all the black people.
Or like Shannon Sharp.
Oh god, he's VIP. He's VIP at the cookout.
Yeah, for real.
SP is at the cookout. Eating chicken wings and fried rice, chilling with some yams and some broccoli and some macaroni and cheese
and great soda
and he never lost his ethnicity. I ain't gonna say blackness.
Meet his girlfriends, boyfriends in the streets.
He never lost his ethnicity. I went too long with Styles. I'm sorry. He's my man. SP. Boom.
Where we at? We on one now?
We're about to be on one.
Well, Bean, do you
Two.
two?
No, we did two. I did two.
Everybody did two.
I did two.
All the twos is gone.
But did Ray did two? Oh,
Ray, you did your two, Ray?
No, he did Chris.
My two was.
Go ahead, Ray.
No. Ray did Chris's too.
Crit was your two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I did. Yeah,
You fucked the game up with Crit, Ray.
yeah. Crit was my three. He should have been my two. No. Crit was my two. Oh yeah, because the asshole was my three. No, Crit was my two.
So we on ones. We on ones.
Well,
So you say you're number one? Yeah.
I'll get it over with. I'm talking my shit. Kendrick wasn't my number one. There's for a lot of reasons why I put out there. Here's my thing about because I'm happy you mentioned No Makeup. If you listen to the second verse to No Makeup, was talking about domestic violence.
Okay.
So, because the first verse was talking about how the girl was like, I'm putting the makeup to look good, better for you. But the second verse of No Makeup was like, I'm putting this makeup on so you don't see that I've been fucked up.
Yeah,
That I didn't get that I had this black eye.
And
But I don't want to
third
see.
verse, you reveal that. The last.
Yeah, so
the last
second,
part.
the second verse of No Makeup was like, I got this makeup on because I don't want you to see the trauma I've been through, and it's crazy, especially with a lot of stuff that's been going on in the news now about the whole sexual assault, everything. Is that a lot of women are now feeling more empowered to talk about what they went through as women, as far as the reason why they put the makeup on or why they project themselves in a way, because now they have an avenue to say, I put this on because I was abused, I was touched, I was hit. You know what I mean? 70s, 80s, even now, even prior to maybe this year, they didn't have that avenue to say, I'm putting this on because I was feeling endangered as a female. And it's easy for us men to say, well, why didn't you talk about it? Why didn't you say this before? But like, it's a man's world and that we dominate. It's easy for us to say that you're soft or weak, but it's easy for us at the same time, if we're in power, if men are in power, and you're a female, I'm like, I want you to do this, that, and the third, and you don't do it, then I might derail you career wise. And now for these women to say, I didn't say this because this would have happened to me, it's like, it's empowering that now they have a voice now, and I can't be mad at them for speaking what they were speaking on.
You can't. Think about
because I put myself in their shoes, because
think about how you feel if somebody abuse you.
Yeah.
Somebody rape
It's
you,
trauma.
somebody touch you. It's trauma.
It's trauma.
And it lives throughout the years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit affects you and it just kills you. And
Yeah.
I ain't mad at them.
And when I first heard No Makeup, that's kind of what I was thinking, especially on the second verse. But when you look at Kendrick, even before like Good Kid, Mad City, even such a, when you look at Overly Dedicated and look at the material he's put out, to me he's beyond MC. He's an artist. When you listen to Pimp a Butterfly, wake ass up, Elijah. When you look at Pimp a Butterfly, that's not even a hip hop album. That's just an album. The artistry there. This how he was able to put that album out there. Like he gave us a funk album. You know what I mean? He gave us a funk album. And I was to me that's a funk album. That's, you know what I mean? It was like he say George Clinton, like, I'm gonna give you a funk album tonight. This is what I'm gonna give you. And he gave us that, and young kids couldn't relate to it, but like me and Brand, we could relate to it. Okay, he's giving us something a little bit older. You know what I mean? And that was his angle. He wasn't worried about the sales. He wasn't worried about the lyrics. He was worried about, I want to give you something to vibe to. And that's why he's my number one artist, because to me, he's just an artist, period. Like, to me, Chris is the most versatile person, but Kendrick's the most creative person. That's my number one.
All right, number one, Joe. Ray, number ones.
Yeah, it's really perfect. I'm number one as well. So just to pretty much add to everything everyone said, I think at the end of the day with this current generation, that's why I like that you picked this time frame, 2007 to 2017. I believe that he is undoubtedly the leader of the current generation. Nobody will ever be able to argue that against me with if they try to mention Drake or whatever, because I know he does his numbers and stuff, but he likes to moonlight as an R&B artist.
Numbers
that's another that's another podcast. Drake does have records that I like, but anyway, I think Kendrick, even with Good Kid, Mad City, Renzo and I went back and forth. It'll never be a classic for me, even though I like the album. But it was true what Renzo once said to me that Good Kid, Mad City is like the Illmatic for this generation. When you look at, that's what he chose as his debut album, to go with a story, his own personal story. It was tightly weaved, very consistent, and that's what he led off with, and he went with that. None of his competition, none of his peers were doing that. Who was his competition? And that album came out 2012. Who's his competition? Drake, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, or like Jeezy. Like, look at all these other people who are on that same platform, mainstream wise, and they can't hold a torch to him, And Kendrick's style isn't always for me. I've said this to Renzo before. I don't always like how he switches up his voice, kind of like how Eminem used to have that nasally voice thing. There's just something with certain artists who do it better than others. I don't always like that from Kendrick. But at the end of the day, he could rap, he could make records. He's 100% himself, and it's the reason why he's blown up. Section 80 is his best album to me. I don't think he's made an album better than that. He's having a nice run right now on the mainstream, and I hope he keeps going, because he is not only is he at the forefront, but I think he's the one that's making lyrics matter again. I mean, you got Cole, is definitely in there, again. But I think Kendrick, being that he's got number ones and platinum and all that, he's using his status to make substance and lyrics matter again. And that's, to me, a big part of his legacy at the end of the day. And that's why I got him as number one as far as in the last decade. I've enjoyed albums from other artists, maybe more than his, but to not have him as number one, which I don't think makes too much sense. I mean, it's all personal preference.
Right.
I just think he's really leading the culture.
Very well said, my brother. Yeah. Who's left?
I think it's me and Beans.
Yeah. Bring your ass.
You didn't do number one either, though.
Bring your ass over here.
Right, you didn't do number one, though.
I didn't do my number one. SP was my number two, right?
Yeah, no, SP was your number two.
Yeah. So this shit is tough, yo. I'm gonna just say this, man. It's hard. I feel like Royce da 5'9" is like.
Thank you.
Don't thank me too much.
He's obviously number one.
I ain't done yet. I ain't done. Yeah, I am done. Because I feel y'all on Big Crit. Crit has it. He got to pull it all together. Like he's got it. He's got the mixtapes. He got a couple albums. And I almost put him in, y'all. I almost put him in my 5, but he can't get in there yet, because what Kendrick has over him, what Odyssey has over him, what Terminology has over him, what Styles P has over him, is they have like albums that I can just go through, unprecedented. Like, and I ain't talking about the mixtape shit, like, cause that's a different argument. Like, Chris got like mixtape albums that were fucking classic, And I respect Crit. I love Crit. That's the homie. Like his shit. I could just listen to his shit all day. But to me, he's got to at least give me one. He hasn't given us one yet. Like, that we could just say like, yo, the underground. We know what you do. We respect you. He hasn't given us one yet. Can he give us one Good Kid, Mad City? Can he give us one Illmatic? Can he give us one Chronic? Can he give us one Doggy Style? Can he give us one Forest Hill Drive? Like, Crit, you gotta do that for me. I need just one, bro, and I know you can do it, but I need you to give me one. You got everything else. Everything else, check. Like you said, Ray, check. He got it. But with that being said, Royce da 5'9". I gotta take a pause. He has gotten better with time. Like he's one of those rare artists. Black Thought, Raekwon. I I can't name too many of them, y'all. You know, a lot of our legends